Let's hear it for the players on the Minoru Yoneyama courts. In the women's singles, Lalinrat Chaiwan of Thailand and her opponent from Indonesia, Gregoria Mariska Tunjung.
Tunjung with a healthy 4-1 head-to-head record, although the one that Chaiwan won was the last meeting, as you saw there, Indonesian Open round of 32. So there shouldn't now be an inferiority complex from the Thai. Now she's got a victory on the board against Gregoria Tunjung. Still in the world's top 15, though, the Indonesian. Let's give you a few more details then about these two women. Starting with Chaiwan, who's ranked 31 in the world. She was 16th as recently as last November. She was actually a former #1 ranked junior in the world. Had been national champion at under 15 and under 17 level in Thailand. Got a youth Olympic bronze in 2018. She's won a couple of minor international events. Closest she's got in a World Tour event was losing to Carolina Marin in the final of the Syed Modi in Lucknow. That was in 2019. That's a Super 300 event. Didn't have any problem yesterday. That's a headline win over Ratchanok Intanon in just half an hour. So if she can beat Intanon, there's no question she's capable of beating Gregoria Tunjung, who's 23 now, 14th in the world. She's had a pretty slow start, to be honest, to this year. Best effort so far is a quarter-final at the Indonesia Masters. Might be some people that are a bit surprised she hasn't gone on one more tournament. She won a few small international events way back when, but just the one final of a World Tour event. That was the Australian Open last year, lost to An Se-yoon in the showpiece match. She needed 3 games to get past Kiersfeldt of Denmark in the first round. Alan Potter of England is the man in the umpire's chair, and Haidar Ditu of France is the service judge. So our first singles match, Chris, on the show court this afternoon, as it is now. Might be quite close, this, because I mentioned Tunjung's got a 4-1 head-to-head, but Chaiwan won the last one, and she's improving, I think.
On my right,
yeah, I'd say it's a pretty 50-50. I know the rankings don't suggest that, but as you said, the last meeting that they had, winning in favour of the Thai player, and they even had a few encounters as juniors, so there might be a bit of a rivalry here, and it's a massive one, because whoever wins this makes the quarter-final of the All England, which will be better than either of their rankings would suggest. So this is a really big game for both of them.
Yeah, probably going to find Chen Yufei waiting in those quarterfinals.
Service over, 1 love.
Again, the drift that we've seen every day so far, as from where we're sat, the opposite end to us, the drift is moving towards us, so it's moving from, you know, Thailand to Indonesia, as it were, is an easy way to explain it.
You can probably get a plane on that route.
Yeah.
1.
But for Lalinrat, it's going to be much harder for her when she's lifting. She's got to be so careful that she doesn't lift out.
It's going to drift wide.
Definitely safe from both players. Just a bit of an edgy start.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, you know, quarterfinal's going to be big. A lot of ranking points for two players ranked 31st and 14th respectively. To say nothing of the prize money and a potential, I would think, TV court date with likely Chen Yufei.
Yeah, it's massive, and you know, one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. So it is a really, really big match for both ladies.
Service over, 3-ball.
And again, that's what she's got to be careful of here. She's signaling to herself. If you're going to play that, you've got to give it a little bit more height with that power, or you've got to take the power off slightly. Because it will just keep going, and that's, you know, that's quite a long way out.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, lovely finesse there from Gregoria. Brilliant shot.
Completely bamboozled Chaiwan. Didn't see that coming at all. I think there are observers who are a little bit surprised that Gregoria Tunjung hasn't got on to win more tournaments. I mean, she was nominated for the most promising player of the year in 2017 and 2018. I mentioned she was a very, very promising junior, but still time. Obviously, she's only 23.
I think that's the big thing. She's still so young, and at the moment, lady singles is at a very high level, so it's so hard for her to break through, and she has shown it in patches where she's beaten a lot of the world's best players, but to do it consistently is so difficult.
I'm not sure if women's singles has ever been more competitive than it is right now. When you look at the way Yamaguchi's playing, and Se-Young, Chen Yufei, Tai Zhu Ying, who I watched yesterday and was wonderful. So, and that's not including PV Sindo and Intanon, and you know, you go on and on really.
At the moment as well, both girls are looking, I would say, even edgy with their body language. There's no emotions being shown. A little cagey, maybe not. It's almost like not quite at full speed. You can definitely see there's nerves in both the ladies, which is totally understandable.
Service over, 7-6.
See the frustration on her face, because she knows that wasn't that difficult a shot.
Yeah, and she had a lot of space there. It didn't have to be phenomenal. It's just outmaneuvering your opponent, and it's quite a cheap mistake. And we haven't really had a rally yet in the match.
Service over, 9-7.
That's probably the best shot she's played so far. Arrow straight down the line from Chaiwan.
8-9.
Yeah, fantastic smash, great placement, good power. It's because she got her opponent really off balance and then gets loads of time with the clear that's played here. See how much time she has.
Service over, 10-8.
Well, that wiped its feet, didn't it? And then decided it was just going to roll over.
So calm about it as well. The perfect net shot.
Service over, 11-9.
I would say that half has been very quick. A bit flat, if I'm honest. Not many rallies. Just very, very edgy and very quick, 7 minutes.
Kontrol jangan kita sedikit masuk dulu aja aman udah. Dia juga lumayan cepatnya juga enak sana. Oke, tarik panjang lebar ke depan belakang sekali gesek kecepatan.
ล็อกลูกเซตเกมแล้วบุกได้อันนี้คือเขาฟาดมาจะเปลี่ยนขวาไม่ต้องเปลี่ยนถ้าจะเปลี่ยน
Court 1,
เปลี่ยน
20
แนวลึก
seconds.
อย่าออก
Court 1, 20 seconds.
ไม่มีอะไรเนี่ยแค่ระวังในการแข่งไปพร้อมกับลูกอื่นๆเขาแค่เนี่ยเราต้องยกแรงให้ไหว
11-9. Play.
Late call, but it was long.
Again, struggling with the drift when in a slightly poor position here. Very low in trouble, and then I think it's quite a long way out. Yeah, it's a long way out. Yeah. And again, it's a couple of these simpler errors. I think she's just struggling at the moment. Lalinrat with the drift, because I'd probably say there's 5 or 6 mistakes where she hasn't really been in too much trouble in lifting out the back.
Well, this must be really frustrating for Chaiwan. That's 3 in a row now.
The problem is when you do it, you then get more tense. So the next time you hit a lift, you're even more tense, and your arm almost becomes solid. And you need to be able to relax, to be able to push through it calmly. Great placement there. Just sneaking away now. It's just quite a cushy lead of 6 points.
Yeah, without having to do a great deal to earn it, to be honest. I mean, yeah, that was a good shot, but she's had a few gifts from her opponent so far.
Yeah, I would agree. And again, I mean, and these are not close, they're a long way out. And this is the thing now for Gregoria, she'll be growing in confidence, because if I was her, I'd be thinking, well, if I can be consistent and work the rally, I'm gonna get a cheap point, I'm gonna get a mistake. And you can see how far that is. That's a considerable distance out.
Service over, 10-16. Service over, 17-10.
It's a loose, very loose drop shot there from Chaiwan. I just don't think she's really settled yet in this first game.
Too much angle on that, and Tunjung closing in now after only playing for 10 minutes.
It's been very quick. I mean, if we're going to be honest, I think Chaiwan's hit probably something like 8 unforced errors that's gifted Gregoria these quite easy points. And when you get easy points, you just grow in confidence. I mean, and again, and this is where she's got to be able to play some rallies before this game finishes to make herself feel comfortable and confident when she changes in. Yes, she's going to be on the better end in the second game, but Gregoria is going to be full of confidence.
Service over, 11-19.
So that lovely piece of deception gives Tunjung 9 game points.
Yeah, I'd say that was a great shot, but I just feel I can see the nerves from both players. Even though Gregoria is still a long way up, they just both, they don't look comfortable quite. You can just see it's such a big occasion. It's out again. I mean, say between 10 and 12 shots there, gifts given to Gregoria, and it'll be interesting to see how the second game starts.
Which she gratefully accepted. 21-11, only 13 minutes of play, as you can see there. And Chaiwan with a lot of work to do to try and turn this round in the second game.
Kalau bolanya dalam, nggak mungkin dia tanggung. Oke, kalau tanggung biasanya dia tadi saya bilang.
คือการเป็นคนเองนึกออกปะเนี่ยถือว่าฝั่งเนี้ยมันต้านเดี๋ยวต่อไปเขาก็ต้องมาบุกเราก็ต้องมีความพร้อมไม่มีอะไรเราก็แจกแล้วก็พร้อมเพราะยังไงเดี๋ยวเขาก็จะฝ่ายเยอะเราก็ต้องรู้แค่ว่าโฟกัสให้ได้ว่าเดี๋ยวเขาจะเล่นอะไรเราต้องพร้อมอะไรเนี่ยพอพร้อมมาปุ๊บแล้วเราจะเปลี่ยนเกมของเรายังไงแค่คิดแค่นี้พอไม่ต้องคิดถึงวิธีการเล่น
Called 1, 20 seconds. Call 1, 20 seconds.
I'd love to know what the Thai coach was saying to Lalinrat Chaiwan. Try and build up her confidence a little bit. Tough to do when you just lost the game 21-11. But we'll see whether there's an improvement here. Oh, shot.
Very impressive start from Gregoria, but she's got the confidence from the first game. And that was all set up from that lovely backhand where she just stepped in and held it. And she lured her opponent in and then went over.
Love.
Just a shot before that one, then great placement on the attack.
Well, she's just winning every conceivable tactical battle, isn't she, at the moment with Chaiwan? Chaiwan's making individual errors, unforced errors, and just looks to have no confidence really at the moment.
Problem is as well, when you lose your confidence a bit, you play more basic, and when you play more basic, your opponent reads it even more easily. And at the moment, Gregoria's got the textbook of her opponent out, and she's, I mean, full love in. And if we think how long the game's been going on, it's been an incredibly quick match so far, and it's been heavily one-sided, and it's going to be so hard for Lalinrat to turn this around now, but she's got to. She can't let this continue.
Well, on the board at least in game 2. Just missed it. Well, it was called in, so she's going to challenge it, and I think with good reason. First impression was that it was just wide, and it was.
It's a great challenge.
Direction out. 2, 4. Right.
Well, that's the kind of point that maybe ought to give Chaiwan a bit of confidence, because she didn't have any right to win it. She stayed in it at least, and all right, it was a pretty basic error from Tunjung, but nonetheless, she showed a little bit of spirit in staying in the point.
This is what she's got to do. She's got to try and stick with her opponent, Lalinrat, because errors will be made, but if you can't survive past, 6, 7, 8 shots, Gregoria's not going to make a mistake. She's got to give some doubt in Gregoria's mind so that then she thinks she has to play an even better shot, which we didn't really see in the first game. And again, these rallies are so short, and it is one-way traffic.
7, 5, 3.
She just looks pained, doesn't she? I went for a bit too much angle there, Tunjung.
Service over. 4, 5. Service over. 6, 4.
She wants to have a look at that as well. At least wants Hawkeye to have a look at it. Might just be clipping. I think that's the only way she can win the point, because it looked as though it was probably just wide, but sometimes a little bit of the cork just catches, but it doesn't this time.
challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 7-4. Play. Service over. 5-7.
Oh, yes.
Service over.
That was just a fantastic shot there. Great spin there. Look how much that's spinning. But it's actually not a bad lift, really. Really well placed smash. Really well placed. And this is what Lalinrat's got to do. She's got to try and stress Gregoria because it is difficult to lift from that end. But Gregoria, and even then, she's not really that stressed. She's got to try and outmaneuver her so that Gregoria is more stressed when she's having to lift or move the shuttle around.
There are enough errors coming from Tunjung to keep Chaiwan interested here. If she could just tighten up her own game a little bit. Done well to stay with the Indonesian so far in this second game. Doesn't take much for a match to turn, for momentum to change. It can happen very quickly. There's another miss.
And now I'd say we've probably seen 4 quite simple unforced errors from Gregoria, which we didn't really see in the first game because I believe Lalinrat was actually made the mistake earlier, so Gregoria didn't have to, whereas now Gregoria probably thinks she's having to work harder to win the point. This is so much better from the Thai player, so much better. Moving the shuttle round, waiting for her chance. She's not taking any crazy risks, it's all calculated.
And all of a sudden, it doesn't take very long. The Thai is looking the stronger player. Amazing, after what we saw in the first game.
Again, brilliant placement on the attack.
Service over. 9-10.
Yeah, that's excellent little shot from Chaiwan. And she's got a 2-point lead here.
Return to chess.
Well, she's missed like 4 or 5 of those.
This is the thing in the first game. Lalinrat was making quite a lot of mistakes. So Gregoria was so comfortable, she didn't really have to do anything to win the point, but now she's actually having to work to try and win the point. And now she's forcing it at the wrong time. And the momentum has totally changed. You know, in the first game it was so comfortable, so easy, but Chaiwan, she's really improved her level by being consistent and moving the shot around. And now she's just working hard and she's getting points herself.
Service over, 11-12. Play. 12-all.
That was a really well-played point by Tunjung. She was in control pretty much throughout, and this time no error at the end of it.
Well, that's the thing for me in this rally. It was all brilliant from Gregoria, but she just continued to play the rally. And she's putting her opponent in more and more trouble, but she's staying calm. She's not going for something outrageous or something too good. She's just outmaneuvering her with calmness and taking it early and good shot quality, not incredible, not trying to hit the line.
I can't believe that that's the longest rally of the match, 25 shots. Wow. Good leave, I think. Well, it's been called in. I'm not at all surprised she's challenging this.
It's so hard to see. It looked like Gregoria was kind of in the way, but this could be a big point because this opens up a bigger lead, or it brings Lalinrat right back in.
Hawkeye has the responsibility of which of those eventualities it'll be. Did it clip the line? It did not.
Correction, out.
It's a great challenge there from Gregoria.
15-12. Play.
Yeah, getting back in control now.
But it's brilliant because it's just constant pressure, but it's nothing outrageous like this. Brilliant reverse. But all she's doing is making life difficult for her opponent, whereas before she was forcing it too much. She was trying to play like a 10 out of 10 shot, and that's when then she was making the mistake, whereas now she's just getting herself into a good position and winning the point from that. Once again, yeah, she's just taking it early, but it's the shot before. It's a good shot. It's not an incredible shot. It's just a good shot, and then sees the opening here, takes it early, and again plays a good shot.
12.
there's frustration for Chaiwan, who completely miscued that and is in a lot of trouble.
I think the big difference was at one stage, Lalinrat could just work the rally. She could just literally retrieve everything, and Gregoria would make a mistake, whereas now Gregoria's really upped it, and she's really cut out those simple, unforced errors. As I say, I mean, kiss of death, isn't it? Sorry. As I
You
say
know it's going to happen.
I know, I shouldn't say anything. As I say it, sorry about that, Gregoria. I'll take that as my fault.
Should still be all right, you would think, at 18-13. Might need more than a new shuttle to turn things round for Chaiwan. Well, that's a pity, because she'd actually played the point very solidly until that moment, and it was an excellent retrieval from Chaiwan just to stay in it.
Yeah, and I do think before that last mistake, it was the, you know, I mean, this one is quite a wayward shot, but it was one of the better rallies, definitely, of the match, and I think it was the longest rally at 30 shots, which shows we haven't had that many long rallies.
Maybe there's some life left in this match yet.
I think Gregoria's done exactly the right thing there. She's taken a break, and it's the right thing to do because her opponent's on a bit of a run, bit of a resurgence, and for Gregoria, she needs to almost reset and go again.
Play.
That's a tremendous shot from Chaiwan, and she is right in this now.
16-18.
Well, nervous moments now for Gregoria Tunjung, with her opponent threatening what appeared to be a very unlikely comeback. What's going on out there?
This is the thing, it really is an incredible comeback. If we think it was 18-12, and it's not that it looked over, but it looked... Oh, we got a call for the doctor's getting called, I think. But it was 18-12, and it was looking very one-sided, and then all of a sudden we've had a massive run right back in it.
Well, it's obviously an issue here for Gregoria Tunjung. I actually see May just be a blister, as I'm not sure.
Guessing it's just a blister that's causing her a bit of frustration, so putting tape over it to reduce the amount of friction that's going to happen. This is so important when they restart this, because these few points are going to be, you know, the integral part of this game.
So 6 points in a row. Lalinrat Chaiwan has won. So she has the momentum, albeit that it's been slightly interrupted with that injury. And you get to the point, if you're Tunjung, you start to wonder where the next point's coming from.
And this is quite an incredible turnaround. I mean, the way to finish this rally, this is a lovely reverse. That's a lovely skill. But what a change around from 18, winning the first game and 18-12 up in the second, to then being 19-18 down.
A miss hit at a very inopportune time.
There was a shot before that I don't know how Gregoria got it back. She almost surprised herself. She almost stopped for a fraction of a second, because I don't know if she knew she got it back. That's an incredible pickup.
So here is a match point for Tunjung. Just don't know where this match is going to go next, to be honest.
20, match point, 19.
Looked like she was certain to make the quarters at 18-12. Then 19-18 down, you really thought she'd lost the initiative completely. But it's still very much in the balance here, albeit Tunjung has the first chance to seal the game, and in her case, the match. Got it, and she's got through by the skin of her teeth in the end in the second game, having dominated the first. And Chaiwan's plucky comeback comes up just a fraction short. So she's going to get big ranking points, decent paycheck, whatever now, Gregoria Tunjung, and a likely meeting with Chen Yufei in the quarter-final. Bit of a struggle at the end, though, Chris, for her.
Yeah, I think maybe she lost concentration a little bit, and maybe Lalinrat, maybe she even relaxed because she almost thought it was over, and it was such a turnaround from 18-12 up, as you said, to 19-18 down. But then Gregoria did fantastic to close that out in the end, and that's a big win in regards to making the quarter-final of the All England. That is a big, big, big result.
So 21-11, 21-19, the final score. Doesn't quite tell you the whole story, but nonetheless, Tunjung is through, and through in pretty quick time, just 47 minutes on court. We're back shortly with our fifth match. It's a men's doubles, should be good. Well, a warm welcome back to the Utility Arena. We're now concentrating on our fifth match on court one, which is a men's doubles. And this should be potentially a really thrilling match. Lang Wei Keng and Wang Chang of China against Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty, and there's the draw. So great chance looking at that for the winners here to really make progress. Officials and players are on their way.
Chirag Shetty